So what is up, guys, and welcome back to another video from me. So today I'm going to be doing the team of the season most consistent. So this is basically all the players that have played well for the whole season that haven't got any of special cards at all, to be honest with you. So I'm doing it in a 4-3-3-4 variation today, using concept players, just because I don't want to be spending money on players that I don't need when I can just get the team of the season cards later on. So this formation I'll pick just to basically put all the players into. It doesn't mean that's the one that they're going to be using for this team of the season when it gets released. It's just the one that I've chosen to use for this video. These players that I've put in have been so difficult. There's going to be a lot of controversy, I can tell. I've left quite a lot of players out that I wanted to include, but this is the team that I can see EA releasing, just because it's kind of, how can I put it, overpowered, and a couple of big players to make you spend your money on it. So it's best of both worlds, to be honest with you. But there will be a couple of cheap inform special team of the season cards that you will want to pick up, because every year they release them. Even the lower rated ones are absolute quality, and they're really cheap as well, so you might as well just build a team around them. Especially with the team of the season crash, you can pick up players now probably for half the price of what they were before, if not 10-20k, depending on the price of players. So you can pick up a Messi now for about 500k. Now, it was before going on about 800. So yeah, that's what the crash does to people. I've lost quite a lot of money and I've gained quite a lot of money, so hey ho, swings and roundabouts at the end of the day. So I'm just going to go through and just show you who I've picked, and as you can see, they're already in the positions, just because I really couldn't be bothered to waste time trying to find them. So I'm just going to click through and show you who I've picked. So starting off in goal today, then we are going to be using Julio Cesar. Now, this is a goalkeeper that hasn't had any special cards, he hasn't had an upgrade, he's just been left how he is. For me, he's a really annoying goalkeeper to use, just because his handling's so bad. Once that handling and the positioning goes up, however, I think he will be quite good. For me, I use Casillas just because why not? He's absolute quality, living legend, and I can see this Cesar probably being fairly cheap. However, it depends if any other Brazilian goalkeepers do get a team of the season. If they don't, he will be therefore the best Brazilian goalkeeper, and he could be quite expensive, just because everyone loves using Brazilian teams on FIFA. Next, we're using Jonathan Tah. Now, he was a silver, then he got upgraded to a gold, so his team of the season will be a gold if he does get one. Very all-round good centre-back. He was a very good silver centre-back. Haven't used his gold, I'm not going to lie to you boys. Very young as well. He's going to be one of them players that is up and coming. He's just really good, to be honest with you. His silver, I haven't used his gold, but if he does get a team of the season, just imagine all of the stats that it's going to get boosted up to. One recommendation, don't shoot with him, because that shooting is not a lie. Next, it's Veltman. Now, Veltman deserved a couple of special inform cards throughout the season, but EA refused to give him one. I think it was just because he's playing in the Dutch league, which is basically not as well used on FIFA. This centre-back card, though, is really good, especially now with that Southampton centre-back, Van Dijk, I think his name is. You can just pair him up, use him in a hybrid if you wanted to. You could get Robin involved. There's quite a lot of Dutch national teams that I have played against in the higher divisions, and I'm talking about Division 3 to Division 1. A lot of people rocking the Dutch teams, so I think this guy could be really cheap and really annoying if you do start to use him. Now, Jimenez from Atletico Madrid, he's one of these players that is just unsung. If he does get one, though, he will get that hyperlink to Diego Godin, and he's pretty much gonna get a team of the season, to be honest with you, unless EA want to screw us over. Now, imagine this card with probably 87 defending, probably just over 70 pace in physical, edging on nearly 90, and imagine partnering him up with the latest informed Godin or even team of the season Godin. You would have an absolute nightmare trying to score goals. I can see Jimenez getting one, to be honest with you. I think he's very, very good. He's deserved a special card, but I think Godin's got a special card every single time that he did deserve one. So, hey ho. Next one is kind of a little bit annoying, because if Nacho Monreal does get a team of the season most consistent, and don't get me wrong, he does deserve it. That will then mean it will take up a Premier League team of the season spot. So, whereas, I don't know, perhaps Danny Rose deserves one, perhaps you've got Azpilicueta, probably not so much deserving one, but might still get one, Nacho Monreal will be taking up a spot. So, it's kind of bittersweet, this one. I think it would be a good card. It would be a very cheap card, just because not many people would use him. And I think he has played really well throughout the season. He's kind of one of them players in the Arsenal backline that doesn't get much recognition apart from when he does something wrong. So next one is Claudio Marchisio. Now Marchisio deserves a team of the season. I'm pretty sure he's got a team of the season every year, to be honest with you. Look at that. I've overpaid on him massively when I bought that card. But hey, that's what you pay. I played 125 games with him as well. But hey, that's not what we're doing today. Now Marchisio is one of these players that I honestly just don't get on with, to be honest with you. He's there defensively, but going forward he's just not there. Like I've even set him to stay up the field and not defend for a couple of games, and he still just wasn't getting involved. He's one of these players that just picks up the ball and doesn't do much with it, but his defensive efforts are absolutely quality. But every time I come up against him online, he just bangs in long shots. If this guy gets a team in the season, it will be probably one of the most used cards on FIFA. Every year there's Serie A teams that I'll come up against, and I mean, I've built one this year. Don't use it so much, so I've kind of turned it into a hybrid. It's an up and coming video. When team of the season does drop, I will be showing you my latest team that I've built, and I've trialed and tested it, and it is amazing, just to let you know. So make sure you stay tuned for that one. Subscribe to me so you don't miss it. Marchisio is going to be an absolute tank if he gets a team in the season, and I reckon it's pretty likely that he's going to get in the most consistent. Now Busquets or Biscuits or whatever you want to call him, we'll stick with Busquets because that is his name. Now he is most likely going to get a 91 rated team of the season card. He deserves it. His work always goes unnoticed. Always does when he plays for Barca, just because he's one of them players that tactically fouls, and he does save his team a lot of goals. Whether you like his style of play or not, he is effective at what he does. If he does get a team of the season, I can imagine it being moderately cheap. I can't see him being bargain bucket cheap, but he probably will be pretty, just about 120k I would have said, and that's not bad for a 91 team of the season card. Now, next we're going on to Souza. Now, Souza, playing in the Turkish League, I've used this card and it is amazing. His high work rates does annoy me, but if you tell him to stay up the pitch and not get back in attacking and get in the box for crosses, he does stay in the cam position and he will score you goals. End of. Absolute monster. He can be used in many hybrids because he is Argentinian. You can, for example, if you wanted to use the 4-3-3 fourth variation, you can have Higuain, then Souza at cam, and then play Priera at left centre mid or right centre mid, depending on what way you want to hybrid him in. I probably wouldn't use him, I'd just go for Hamsik, but he is a tank if you want to use him in a cheap Turkish League team. Next is Quincy Promes. Don't really need to say much about this card. It is the cheap Neymar on the right hand side. Very, very, very good player. He does score a lot of goals. He's very quick. His dribbling's very, very good, and his skill moves are always a bonus. Ross McCormack could, however, get into the team of the season most consistent. He did get an upgrade of 1 to make him a gold card, and that will then mean that he now has the availability to go up to probably an 80 rated team of the season gold in the championship. Now that would make him either very cheap because he plays in the championship, or very expensive because he would be then the best striker in the championship. Now in the championship, it's very hard to predict player prices. Players who have a lot of pace, whether they're low rated or not, go for a lot of money, and players that are technically good, like Ross McCormack, are relatively cheap. I can imagine the team of the season kind of being in between, but you could probably pick him up for about 40k after a couple of weeks. Now, Brian Ruiz is the last player I'm including, and again it's from the Portuguese league, and he's going to be annoying because he's slow. I want him to change his position to a cam, like when he played for Fulham back a couple of years ago in the Premier League. When he was at cam, he was absolutely amazing. Very, very much like Gylfi Sigurdsson, technically gifted, left-footed. He's got the skilled moves if he wants to use them. Not that he cracks them out too much when he was at Fulham. He does do it a lot in the Portuguese league, I've been told. Haven't seen him play, so don't take my word for that. His dribbling is absolutely amazing. Passing is pretty epic, and that shooting is going to get a much needed boost when he does get a team of the season. So that has been my team of the season prediction. Like I said, I've just put them into this formation. I think this most consistent team of the season could be one of the better ones that we've seen in recent years. I wouldn't be surprised if EA do chuck in a few higher known names and higher ratings everywhere in the team of the season most consistent, and then leave the bench to kind of like the TOTS and probably Natural Monreal, to be honest with you, on the bench, just to make it look a little bit more pretty, like they've included some diversity in the ratings. But that is who I reckon will get a starting place if they want to play ball. So please leave a like on this, leave a comment down below in the comment section if you want to interact with me and tell me who you reckon is going to get into the most consistent. Stay tuned for my next team of the season video. It will be out very shortly after this one, so make sure you subscribe to me so you never miss a video. Thanks again guys, and I'll catch you next time.